Hi, everyone. This is Miss Allie, and this is Accounting 1, and we're doing in the book, it's 6-2, Work Together. We're going to be working on the worksheet, the multi-column worksheet that has 8 columns to it. But we're only taking one step at a time, okay? So the last lesson was on just doing the trial balance. This lesson is only about doing the column for adjustments. We've already done the trial balance, so now we're doing the column for adjustments. This is to adjust the dollar amounts for stock that you might have in hand for your supplies or your, in this case, supplies and prepaid insurance, what you used during the month, what you used up during the month. So it tells us here that on April 30th of the current year, Fix It Now, which is the name of this company that we're doing the worksheet for, and this worksheet's to show everything that happened in the month of April for them. And it says it has now completed the trial balance columns in the worksheet, analyze the adjustment information given here into debit and credit parts, record the adjustments on the worksheet, total the adjustment columns. All right, so on April 30th, somebody went through their supply cabinet and found out that they only have $75 worth of supplies. You see, it says supplies on hand for April 30th, $75. Well, if you look down here, they started the month with $228 of supplies. $228 of supplies. At the end of the month, they had $75. All right, so what this means is that during the month, on the 1st, they had $228 worth. That was the 1st of the month. Something happened, and on the 30th of the month, they have $75 worth. Well, the difference there, subtract it, the difference, and you find that the difference is $153. So what happened to that $153 worth of supplies? Well, it was used up. Maybe it was pens, pencils, tape, staplers, whatever, but it was used up. So what we're having to do is we're having to show that this is the difference that was used up during the month. So now I'm going to go down here, and supplies are assets. They increase on the debit side. But I need to show that they used up $153 worth. So I'm going to go under the credit side, and I'm going to put in $153. Okay, so debit 228, debit of 228, and here's a credit. Well, debits and credits don't add. They're like cats and dogs trying to play with each other. They scatter, right? So you have to subtract them. And then later on, you're going to see, when we do the next part, you're going to see that this will end up being $75 here. We'll go across for supplies. They have a debit of 228, a credit, which is subtract off of 153 to show that at the end of the month, they only have $75 worth of supplies. Where did I get this $75 from? Right here. They told me that they only had $75 worth left over at the end of the month. Now, I got to show you something here too. Let me get rid of all this stuff. Your debits have to equal your credits. You know that. So if I put this into, I put this in the credit here for supplies, where do I put it in the debit? If you look in your book, it'll show you here are supplies. This account of supplies just tells you what do we have in stock. You go down here to supplies expense. Expenses, remember your DC Adler? Expenses increase on the debit side. So we go here and we plug in the 153 to show that we've used up $153 worth of supplies. And then this up here shows that also that we used it up. So the debits equal the credits. Okay. So now we go up here and we do the same thing for the value of the prepaid insurance. I told you before, insurance has to be paid and then it covers you for the rest of for that term, for the future. All right. So they're trying to figure out how much was used up for the month of April. This is all we're talking about, the month of April. So go back over here and I find that there was $375 worth on April 1st. They used some, and now they have $225. So on the 30th, it's only worth $250. So now we have to do our math again. 375 minus 250, and it comes up to 125. This was what was used up in April. So I'm going to also go to credit again and put the 125. This is a debit. This is a credit. So we subtract them, but there's still more left. When you subtract them, there's still more left in the debit. So eventually this would be 375 over here. Or I'm sorry, I messed that one up. Eventually this is going to say 250. Okay, eventually. The next lesson, you'll see that. So for right now, let me erase this. Done. I showed you where I got the 125 from. Now, now we'll go here to prepaid insurance and I'm going to type in 125 because that's how much it was reduced for the month of April. Now it's in credit, but I have to put it in the debit column as well. Down here, insurance expense, 125. Okay, so now my debit equals my credit for my insurance and for my supplies. The last part of the assignment, it said to add these together, to total your columns. So right here, I get 278. And then here, I add them again. And I also get 278. That's the end of the assignment. You have to find out how much was used during the month. That's what this column means. Adjustments, how much was used up during the month. And then total. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye.